So we'll begin, like I said, seated today. And any seat is fine, but make sure that you have a long spine. That's important. And I'll invite you to take the hands to the opposite ribs so that it feels like you're kind of giving yourself a hug, which is a nice thing to do. But also apart from that, it gives some really lovely feedback for the movements of the breath. So if you feel comfortable to do so, I invite you to close your eyes so that your attention can come inwards to the movements of the breath inside the body. During the winter, we did a lot of turning inwards, and that's a great thing to do. And then as the warmth is starting to return, as the light is starting to return, we'll start to come out of the shell a little bit. This practice tonight is part of that. But we begin on this threshold. With the hands on the body, you can feel the quiet inner life of the breath. Starting from the inside, feel how the attention can merge with your inner world. What's nice about having the hands in this place exactly is that it encourages you to breathe laterally, so sideways. When you find that sideways breath, it also encourages you to breathe all the way down to the bottom and the back of the lungs and all the way to the top of the collarbones. As you fill your fingertips and your palms up with breath, you can start to feel like a 360-degree experience. And we'll do a bunch of that today because there's this turning. We'll do this turning action in the body as we turn towards the light. So just for a breath or two more, see if you can start to find a deeper breath, filling up your hands. Feel like your spine can get longer. From there, on your next inhale, burst the hands open and reach them up towards the ceiling. And they descend them down on the exhale and take the fingers onto your shoulders. So the thumbs are facing back and the fingers forward. So we're going to make like this helicopter, like whipped cream whisk kind of motion. As we inhale, we'll turn to the left. And as we exhale, we'll turn to the right. And you can start fairly smoothly and fairly slowly. Feel your spine lengthening towards the ceiling so that it gives you more space for the turning. Obviously, your hips will be grounding just a little bit to stop you from flailing all over the place. And we start to kind of crack into the shell of the spine. If it feels comfortable, you can go a little bit faster. But you don't have to. You can go at a pace that feels right to you. I prioritize that. Do it something that's going to make you feel like you're giving more space to your body. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hook the thumbs and reach the arms up. Now breathe in all the way to the top. All the way to the very top, maybe a little bit more. Yes, now hold the breath in. As long as it feels comfortable to do so, when you're ready, exhale, drop the hands down, and then relax into the body, relax the breath, close the eyes if you like, and feel how the breath moves around at this point in time. Okay, perfect. When you're ready, we'll transition into child's pose. So come to kneel on the mat. Fold over your legs. We start in this tiny seed shape. Let your belly and your thighs be close together. And let the breath move to the back of the body. Again, it's that 360-degree motion of each inhale. And each exhale can start to let go of something we've been carrying through the winter. On the next inhale, look forward towards your hands and creep them forward a little bit. Still keeping your hips close to your heels. Just starting to put some length into the sides of the waist. On the next inhale, walk the hands off the right hand side of the mat. Keeping the legs exactly as they are. Scoop your left hip back. Feel like it curls underneath you. And maybe walk your left hand a teensy bit more forward. Feel like the left side of the waist really starts to lengthen. You could even turn your chin towards your right armpit for an extra little snifter of stretch into the left side. Okay, inhale, come back through the middle and then go all the way over to the left side. Same thing, the right hip scoops underneath you. The right hand can creep slightly away more, if you like. Perhaps tuck your chin in towards the left armpit. Okay, inhale, come back towards the middle. Creep your hands forward to the front of the mat and tuck the toes underneath. Bend just a little minute, pressing into the toes, making sure that all the toes are tucked under. Stretch through the soles of the feet. Feel them awaken, awaken, awaken. Look towards the palms and then exhale, press yourself back into downward facing dog. So you can keep a bend in the knees for sure. Make sure your hands are well spread. I mean, distance between them, but also spread the fingers. Now here, in order to begin, we'll do another little breath practice called the lion's breath, where we'll breathe in deeply and then exhale by sticking the tongue out, which is really fun and really good for cleansing. So take a big breath in, feel the back of the lungs fill up. Exhale out the mouth by sticking your tongue out. And at the bottom, hold the breath out, as long as you can feel comfortable. When you're ready, breathe in deeper. So do this a couple more times. Take a breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Stick out the tongue as far as you can. And hold it out at the bottom. Breathe in when you're ready. And then again, exhale. Throw it all out. Inhale. Look forward, step their feet towards the hands. Exhale again to soften into the back of the neck. Then as you inhale, press the feet all the way up towards the sky. Hook the thumbs here and press down, heels to the floor, hips forward. Draw the arms up and then back, perhaps a little bit as well. So you start to find this stretch up towards the sky. As we exhale, fold forward, interlace the fingers behind your back, soften into the back of the shoulder. Or rather, the front of the shoulder. The whole shoulder. Good. And the neck is soft. Press the feet down again. Same thing. Heels down, hips forward, hook the thumbs. Elevate the chest up. Feel like you're pulling your belly up. Everything's up, 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 up. Exhale, release and fold. Interlace the fingers behind your back. And press the feet down into the floor. Inhale, swoop the arms all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring the palms down in front of your sternum. Let the elbows be wide, the collarbones broad, the tailbone dropping, the chin parallel with, or the jaw parallel with the earth. Feel that you could breathe into the fullness of your lungs. Take what's inside and turn it outside. Okay, let's move. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, step back into a plank. Strong legs, heels back, kneecaps lifting. You can put your knees on the floor for the first chaturanga if you like. Look forward. Good, lovely. Inhale, cobra can be, or upward facing dog if you feel ready. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel like each breath is like a broomstick cleaning out what's in the base of the lungs. Finding fresh new corners with every inhale. Leaving something behind with every exhale. Inhale, take your right leg towards the sky. Three-legged dog, nice and smooth. Good, lovely. Exhale, step forward between the hands, runner's lunge. So the chest lifts, like halfway lift. The right hip scooping back in space. Good, take a breath in. Then exhale, fold forward at the front. So step the left foot to meet the right. Good. So have bend in the knees as much as you need to in order to have the fingertips on the floor. The left hand will stay down on the floor in front of the left foot. And take the right hand onto the right hip. Bend into the left knee as you turn your heart. So this is this turning I was talking about. Turn the heart up towards the ceiling. The elbow will point towards the sky as well. Yes. Good. So your head is reaching away from your tail towards the top of your mat. Here, if you like, you can take the right hand and reach it up towards the sky. So it's a straight line from left fingertips to right fingertips. Good. Keep reaching your spine super long. Good. So long neck, long back. Take one more breath into the right lung. And then exhale, fold. Release the head and neck and shoulders and everything. Press the feet down into the floor and then inhale, arms all the way to the sky. Good, exhale, equal standing. Okay, again, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, broad collarbones. Good, exhale, plank. Take a big breath in first. Knees up or down. Exhale, chaturanga, looking slightly in front. Good, that helps to keep the collarbones open. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Legs lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. We pause for 3 breaths first. Feel the stability through both hands, both feet. Feel your outer hips wrapping back, your inner thighs wrapping towards each other ever so slightly. The navel floating up towards the spine as you push through the shoulders. Let's carefully take the left leg up towards the sky. Inhale. Good. Exhale, step forward between the hands, runner's lunge. Chest lifting, 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 lifting. Good. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Right foot meets the left. Here it's the right fingertips that stay down onto the floor. So keep a nice bend in the knees as much as you need to. Right fingertips stay in front of the right foot as the left hand comes to the left hip. And then we pull the chest around towards the left. The gaze goes up towards the ceiling, and maybe the left hand goes up towards the ceiling. Most important is that you're thinking about rotating the whole torso around. Nice. Yeah, lovely. Think about reaching your head away from your pelvis so that the spine gets super long. It makes space. Space between the vertebrae, space for the breath to weave in and out of the bones. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, fold. Press both feet down into the floor, and then inhale, arms all the way up towards the sky. When you get there, interlace the fingers and press the hands all the way up. Okay, so drive the heels down, lift the low abdomen. Feel that you're flat, or at least aiming towards that. As we exhale, we go down towards the right, pressing into the left heel, pressing into left heel of hand, letting the left hip go out towards the side. And then very slowly as you can, come back up towards the middle. Good, down towards the other side, to your left. Right heel presses, right hand presses, the arms are as straight as you can, the side of the waist lengthens. Good. Slowly, wonderful, up towards the ceiling. One more time, each side, so down towards the right. The exhale is how you go down. It creates heat through the side here. This one, it's really good. Then slow. Lovely. Inhale towards the middle. Last time down towards the left. Good. Press. Then absolutely slowly inhale back up. Lovely. Exhale, fold, bend at the knees. Uttanasana, forward fold. Release the neck if you like. Have another sigh out the mouth if you like. Maybe stick the tongue out. Use the benefit of being on mute to make any strange sounds. I like to do that. Hands to the shins, halfway lift when you're ready. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. On the inhale, let's take the right leg to the sky, please. Nice. Exhale, look forward, step the foot where your right hand is. So it's slightly more to the outside edge of the mat. Here we'll place the left knee down onto the floor. So you can be up on the fingertips here. On your inhale, curl your tail towards the ceiling. So it's like you're sticking your butt out. It's not going to go far in this position because your right hip is right here. We're going to try to do that like cat-cow. So your chest goes forward and your hips towards the sky. As you exhale, do the opposite and curl your tail underneath. So your chin comes in towards your chest. Your right heel stamps like hell into the floor. Inhale, let your hips go up towards the sky. Feel like your right hip pulls back. Good, so it won't go far, but you'll feel a lot, I'm sure. Exhale, again, curl in. Good, one more time, send your chest forward. And then on the exhale, this time we're going to pull the hip back, going into half Hanuman. So we've done this a lot recently. The right toes lifting. So we're still working a little bit with these wintry parts of the back, so the legs and stuff. Good. So take an inhale to let the chest lift. Tailbone still curly underneath you, lovely. And then exhale, let yourself fold over your leg as much as you'd like to go. Still, we apply this wintry quality of patience, especially with a posture like this one. Inhale, let's come forward around that right foot. And if you here have a yoga block, that's where you can use it and place it on the inside of your right foot. You might not need it, so I'll show you what we're doing. So you can either place the palm of your hand on the inside of this right foot, or you can use your fingertips, that's also fine. But see how the arm and the knee are connected with each other. So if you have a block, that might make it a little bit easier to be higher. But wherever we're at, we're gonna like plaster the right outer arm against the inner knee of the right leg. From here, we take the left hand up towards the sky. And again, we're finding that turning. Yes, exactly. So the heart is turning up towards the ceiling. Your right arm is pressing against your right knee, which is gently pressing back. And can you also feel like your tailbone is dropping? So it's hooking underneath you, making you feel stable. From here, you can either stay with this, or you can take your hand to the back of your head, the left hand, and see if you can lean back even more. Oh, start to crack into that upper back. Yeah, breath. Good. One more inhale, we'll take the left hand back up towards the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down. Lift the back knee. Square off the hips by pulling the right hip back, and then take the right hand up towards the sky. Open twist. Again, it's the turning now in the opposite direction, the heart going up around towards the right thigh and then up towards the sky. Beyond it. Lovely. Take one breath in and exhale, fold at the front of the mat so left foot steps forward. Here the right hand stays in front of the right foot as the left hand comes up towards the sky. I don't know what this pose is called. So this one here, I don't know what it's called. I just don't know. I could call it giraffe pose, but then no one would know what I mean. So what can you do? Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Soften into the neck, the shoulders. Let the weight come into your heels. Drop your tushy super low. Inhale, come up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Good. Okay, so check out your toes and see that they're slightly lifting. Feel your belly lift gently away from the thighs. Maybe exhale, sit down a little bit lower. Ooh, yeah, good. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, stand up, take your left knee with you. And then step back, warrior two. Cool. So here I'd like you to think about what we just did in this lizard pose, the tilting of the pelvis. So we're not going to do it so much here, but one thing I'd like you to look for is the dropping of the tail. So it's like doing cat pose, that you're curling forward, but that's just what the pelvis is doing. The shoulders still stay high. Check on your right knee, we want it to be urging towards the outer edge of the mat. Good. Arms nice and long and straight, 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 straight. Take a breath in. Good. Exhale. Lovely. Inhale, reverse the warrior. So up and over the left leg. And then exhale, both hands down towards the floor, plank pose. Chest open, tail dropping, heels pressing back. Look slightly in front of you, knees can come up or down, chaturanga. And then inhale, a back bend. So cobra or up dog, let your legs be strong, pull the heart between the arm bones. Lovely. Exhale, downward facing dog. Fill up the back of the body with breath. Exhale out the mouth, maybe use the tongue. Good. Okay, next inhale, the left leg will come to the sky. Exhale, step it forward where your left hand is. Right knee comes down. So here again, we're going to go for this like cat-cow action with the hips. You can do it in the chest too. It helps you to find it because it's more explicit. The inhale, send your hips to the sky. And the exhale curls the tail underneath. Good. So if you're doing it in the chest, make sure you're also feeling it in the tail, because that's more, that's the actual target here. And feel how curling that spine creates a relationship, the kind of the effect into your thigh, the left thigh, and probably also the right thigh. So we change the position of the pelvis relative to the leg bones. Good. Inhale one more time, let the chest go forward, lengthen your tail back. Good. And then exhale, pull your hips back. So we go for this back of the leg stretch, half Hanuman pose. Now here we want to curl the tailbone underneath. Feel like that grounds you, hooks you there. Then the inhale pulls your chest forward, forward, forward. Nice. Exhale here. We can fold, bow over your leg as much as you like, but only go as far as you can just start to feel something. We're not trying to, force into anything. Spring is only just beginning. Okay, nice. So inhale, come back again. Here we're going to take that left hand on the inside of the left knee. And as you do it, see if I can show from this side, right? So the left hip might want to go and have a party over on the left side of the mat, but you're going to encourage it to come underneath. And when you do that, you'll know that you're doing it because you can feel like the whole hip socket starting to be not under pressure, but you can feel it engaging. You can feel like something happening, basically. The left arm leans against the left inner knee, and then the right hand comes up towards the sky, and your heart spins towards the ceiling. Lovely, 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 lovely. So you're holding yourself here using these hips. That allows us to get even more buoyant with the upper body. So if you'd like to, you can take the right hand to the back of the head and maybe press with a hand against the head, and then take an even bigger breath into the right lung as you point your elbow towards the sky. Good. Re-extend your right arm on the inhale. Exhale, place it into the floor, and we'll swap. So right knee lifts, left hand to the sky. Open twist. Smashing. Good. Madeline, think about pulling back with your hips more so that it's not the weight in the hand. Yeah. So I know you don't have that much space, but feel like you're pulling it with the hips. That even if, sometimes I ask you to lift the hand, not on this occasion, but feel that you don't even need your hands in this place. That it's the hip squaring doing the job. Lovely. Okay, exhale, take your, where are we at? Okay, good. Exhale, take your left hand down, right foot steps forward, Uttanasana fold. Find softness before we're about to rise up. That's a good way to describe where we're at with the season right now. Exhale, let your hips drop down, and then inhale, the heart swoops up, Utkatasana chair pose. Nice. Good swoop, Tam. Nice. All right, okay. So again, you're letting the weight be in the heels, your belly lifting away from the thigh. Exhale to sit down just a teensy bit more. Good, nice. Inhale, step up with the right foot. And then exhale, we go back, warrior two. Great. So we've got the outer thighs wrapping away from each other. Your left knee hugging back towards the pinky toe side of your foot. That's going to open the hips up. Yes. Good. Keep dropping your tailbone down. So feel like you're tucking your tushy underneath you. Good. Reach for one more breath, long and strong through the arms. Right hand comes to the right leg, reverse warrior, inhale. Then both hands to the floor, plank pose, exhale. One inhale here, then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale your back bend, and exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Lovely. So here, let's find that leap. And so how do we do it? We bend into the knees, we exhale, we inhabit the empty space at the end of the breath. The inhale, we look forward, and the feet will come into the hands to follow the gaze on the breath in. Yes, lovely. Feel free to step as well, that's also cool. But it's just if you're interested in leaping, we use the breath to do it. Exhale, fold forward, soften again. Press the feet down and inhale, arms to the sky. Good. Take one breath to get super long, and then exhale, sit down, Utkatasana. Okay, good. Exhale, sit down, 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 down. Inhale, pull the left leg up towards your chest, just like we did. Maybe even take it in using your hands, and maybe even give the foot a little lovely ankle circle. Tends to feel good here. Okay, Let's add to what we did this shape last week. Bend into the right knee, left ankle comes on top of right knee. Cool. So we've done that, but now we're not just going to lay into it. See if you can, again, feel like your left hip scoops underneath you. Left toes really active, chest open. Good, and sit down as much as you dare. Feel like you're hugging your right thigh towards your belly using the right hip flexors. Good. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, kick that the left foot back. We're going to step back into warrior two again. Great. So inhale, straighten the right leg here. Lengthen yourself up so you're pulling the rib cage away from the hips. As you lift up through the legs, feel like, so you've got this rising sap energy now happening in spring. Feel like your toes, my friend who's a yoga teacher too told me this, that your inner arches are like straws, sucking the energy up out the earth. That's what we're doing. So lift, 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 lift. Exhale, the right hand will come forward and down onto the shin. Left hand to the sky, Trikonasana. Lovely. So you could all stand to lean back just a teensy bit more with the shoulders. Feel, yes, beautiful. Feel like the weight comes down into the heels. And even though your belly is hugging up and in nice and strongly, we can think about the chest rotating to the sky just a little bit more. Yeah. That turning like a sunflower. Take one more breath to feel like your crown reaches away from the center of the pelvis. Exhale, look down at the right foot, and then inhale, reverse Trikonasana. So stretch through right side of the waist. Good. So don't drop it back. Feel like the left side of the waist is still long. Yeah, good. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Here we're going to come into a side angle. So if you need to creep your right toes forward a little bit, go ahead and do that. That's totally fine. And the forearm will come onto the right, this knee. Okay, good. So reach your left hand back first, palm facing up, and then swoop it up and over from left. So it's making a straight line from left heel to left hip to left ribs to left arm. Good. Keep stamping your right heel into the floor. You should feel your legs working strongly. Nice. Okay, inhale, reverse warrior again. And now exhale, we're going to go forward. Take the right hand. So if you have your block, you can place it here, or you can place it on the floor if you have space, either the palm or the fingertips. Left hand comes up towards the sky. So directly up, like a line from your right hand. Here we turn the palm to face back, so the thumb is facing the floor, and then the arm comes around to your low back. And if you have space, it can be the hip crease of the right leg. Here, pause for a moment and lean back again. Feel like the heart turns to the ceiling. Yes, good. Right tushy still strong. Nice. So here's where you can stay, or you can see if the right hand and the left hand. So the right hand will come in front of your right thigh, and see if the hands can bind there, if they're close. Yeah. Okay, great. So if they can't bind, don't worry about it at all. Your left hand is still reaching around to your low back, and that's great. The left shoulder is leaning back. The heart is spinning towards the sky, no matter where you're at. Take another breath in into your left lung, reaching your head away from your pelvis. Yes, that's it. Good. Take another breath in. Exhale, look down towards your right foot. Frame the right foot with both hands and step back into a plank pose. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down towards the floor this time. We find a cobra. Pull the heart forward. Press your feet down into the floor. Feel like you're lengthening your pelvis, the torso out of your pelvis. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift up again. Bend your right heel in towards your butt as you pull your rib cage forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale again. The heart goes forward as the left foot pulls in towards your bum. Exhale, lower. Inhale to push into the floor. Exhale, press back. Child's pose. Toes tucked underneath, hands out in front. Find the back body. Find your breath rippling around where the shoulder blades are. All the way down to the low back. The kidneys, feel your tailbone curl underneath here. Okay then. Like emerging from the winter's cave, look towards your hands. Use your vision. Plant the hands into the floor. Press into the feet. Lift the knees. Downward facing dog. Okay, good. Take a big breath in again. Exhale, stick your tongue out. Again, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Find the empty space. Spring back like a jack-in-the-box, and then inhale, look forward. Feet towards hands. Can be step, can be a jump. Good. Exhale and fold. Press down to lift up. Inhale. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. So this chair pose, obviously we're bending into the knees, so your quads are going to feel it, but I want your tushy to feel it too. And what will do that is feeling that your tail is dropping, letting your weight be back in your heels, feeling that the belly is lifting. All the things I kind of say. Sit down for one more exhale. Stand up, inhale, take your right leg with you. So again, you can maybe take the hands around the shin if you like, make a circle of the ankle. Good. And then we bend into the left knee, take the right ankle across the left thigh. You could do it like this. Place your hand, right hand onto your right thigh, and as you sit down, feel like you press your thigh up into your hand. So you can feel that your hip flexors are switching on. That might help you to curl your tail underneath a little bit more and feel like the right knee is going out towards the right. Good. Bring the palms together, let the chest be open, open, open. Good. We're not doing this arm balance today, but see, I'm laying the patterns. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Inhale, stand up. Kick your right foot to the back of the mat. Warrior two. Smashing. Okay, good. Keep that left knee hugging to the back of the mat. Or not the back, the left-hand side. Yes, good. Okay, inhale, straighten the left leg. Stand up tall, draw up through the straws. All the way tall. And then exhale, go left hand onto left shin. Right hand comes up towards the sky, Trikonasana. So we are looking for that lean back. Your pelvis is going forward just a wee bit as your shoulders lean back. So it's not a back bend because your belly is still pulling in quite strongly. Yeah, perfect. You guys are amazing. Smashing, absolutely. Okay, great. So look down towards your left foot, exhale. Reverse Trikonasana, inhale. So we're stretching quite a lot through the left side of the waist, but still feel like you're reaching your right ribs away from your right hip so that we don't collapse completely into the side. Yeah, exhale, bend into the left knee, side angle, right hand up and over. Great. So you feel a lot of weight in that left heel, huh? See if you can put almost as much weight into the right heel. Great. Reverse again. So reverse warrior here, please. And then as we exhale, we'll go forward. So feel like you're pulling your left ribs away from your left hip, forward, forward, forward with that left hand. And that'll help you get more space as you put it onto the floor or a block here, whatever you've got space for. You can use a book, of course, things like that. Let your tailbone keep dropping. Press into the right foot, right leg. And then inhale, take your right hand directly up. Good. So here you've got your options. You can turn, well, we're all going to turn the thumb down to take the hand to the low back. And you can keep it just on the low back here and then lean back into the right shoulder. That's totally cool. Or you can see if it can hook around the outer left thigh. If you have space for that, good. Belly still lifting, holding you. If you like, you can see if the left hand can hook underneath the left hamstring to find the full bind. So that lean back to the right shoulder. Oh yes, this is a strong position, isn't it? Good. Pull the head away from the pelvis. Yeah, long spine, long spine. Big breath here. Exhale, hands to the floor. Plank pose. One inhale, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. From your toenails, pull the pelvis forward. And then exhale, downward facing. Good. So there's quite a lot of heat we're building. So in order to work with that, take a big breath in and throw it out by extending your tongue. Okay then. So take a big breath in, exhale, bend into your knees. Empty the abdomen, look forward. Inhale, feet towards the hands. This time as you exhale, we're going to bend the knees all the way down. Use the hands if you like. We're going to come back down to sit on the floor. Good. So take the knees out to the side, soles of the feet together. And then the thumbs come into the middle of the foot. Baddha Konasana, bound angle. And then what we do, they say this thing, open the feet like a book. And that obviously depends quite a lot on your ankle flexibility. But, you know, we work on it in things like Warrior 2. The sole of the foot faces the ceiling. Notice how the knees go out more. And then the chest lifts. Yeah, beautiful. Not the chin, not the chin. It's the classic. Literally everyone does it. And it's just the, you know, because our head is so mobile, we're like, yes, I'm back bending. Okay, so feel like your chest lifts away from your pelvis. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to fold forward. If your elbows are near your knees, use the elbows against the knees to push forward. Avoid curling if you can. So think about going forward. Yeah, good, Tam, nice. That's what I want. And you can feel the difference in your hips, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. Okay, one breath here. One exhale. Maybe just one more. Okay, lovely. Come back up. Now, let's leave the right foot where it is and take your left foot. Hello. As I was doing with my daughter, I'm like, hello. So what we're going to do is more baby imagery. See if you can, so take the foot, take the shin from underneath. So your fingers are pointing forward. And what that does by taking underneath, it creates an external rotation. So your calf is like rolling away from you. If that is good and comfortable, see if you can take your left foot into your right elbow crease. So it's like pressing directly into that bend. If that feels okay, you can take the left knee into your left elbow crease. Yeah, exactly. And then we interlace the fingers, and then we're going to so-called rock the baby, but see if you can keep your pelvis fixed. So don't like move the pelvis with it, because then we're not actually bending anything, right? As much as possible, feel that you're lifting your chest. Good. Cool. So we've done a lot of hip opening actually in all these standing poses. So let's see what we can do. Take your left foot into your right hand, and we're going to see if we can get that left shoulder underneath the left knee. Or at the very least, hooking the left knee over your left tricep. Cool. So from here, and this is where we go straight into it, right? The right hand comes onto the outer edge of the left foot. And it looks like a very strange thing right here, and not very gainly, but the next thing we do will be really nice. The left hand comes to the floor, can be fingertips, and now the heart will turn to the sky, sundial, to your right. See if you can look underneath your right armpit. If you have space, your left leg can straighten. Oh, it's like my favorite pose ever. Oh yeah, nice. Good. So the left leg doesn't have to straighten, but see if you can peek underneath your right armpit, because that'll give you that stretch to the side of the waist. Oh, I haven't done this for ages. Oh. Because it's not very wintry. It's all about peeking out. Like, hello, spring. Hi, we're coming. We're coming for you. Okay, exhale, rebend that left knee. Oh, and then put it back down onto the floor. Yes. Okay, so we hold on to the foot and let the knees bounce. Like a spring butterfly. Oh. I'm full of imagery in spring. Oh my god. Just you wait. It's really daft. Okay, so let's get into this right leg. So take the hands underneath like a fire log. And the shin is rolling away from you. So we've got external rotation. Because there's a lot happening here. We've got the hips are coming over, you know, all over the shoulder. And then you've got the hamstrings lengthening. And obviously you've got the turning of the chest. We've been practicing all of this. Right. So here, the first thing, we've got the left foot. Can you get it into the left elbow crease? So all of these stages, you can stop at the stage which feels good for you. You know, we still have our wintry patience. See if you can get your right knee into the right elbow crease. I have a nice collection of all this, me trying to do yoga poses about 10 years ago that look so disastrous. And I like to sometimes share them, just so you know that these things take time. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can chuck that right knee. So how do we do it, right? The left, we use the hands on this right foot and pull the knee back. If you see, right, where my chest is, keep sitting up as much as you can. We pull the knee back in space. And then, using the hands underneath the calf, you like put on your rucksack. Bonk. Exactly. So the higher it is up your shoulder, the easier it will be, I believe. Yeah, for sure. Right, so work on that. Now, the left hand comes to the outer edge of the right foot, and now the right hand is on the floor. And that presses down. And see if you press that right hand down, see how the chest can lift. That helps you to get that rotation. Because you can just be like, hiya, hello. I'm gonna go and see what my daughter thinks of this afterwards. She'll be like, Mom, she doesn't even think I'm a weirdo, you know, because this is all she knows. All right, so look underneath the left armpit and see if the right leg can extend. A lot, a little or a lot, a little or a lot. Push as much as feels good to you. I'm just stretching like I haven't stretched before. Oh. Yeah, nice. Look at you guys. Amazing. So think about turning away from your right leg and shining your heart to the sky. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, good. Take the leg back down. Here we'll cross the shins. Take the hands out in front of you and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into a plank. Lower all the way carefully down towards the floor. Good. So reach the legs back behind you. The arms are going to reach alongside your hips as well. Start by lifting the belly, pointing the toes really actively. Here the feet will reach back the way off the mat, and your heart will lift forward, forward. The hands pull back, 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 and thereby you start to lift into this locust shape. Let your lungs still be filling up with breath. You reach, 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 reach. Take one more inhale. Exhale, take your chest and your chin, not your chin, the side of your face down towards the floor, and relax. Let your hips swiggle left and right. Good. So one more time here, we'll reach the toes back. Lift the belly. Peel the arms back. Squeeze the triceps together and the shoulder blades. Keep lifting. Interlace the fingers here if you like for a second variation. Pulling the weight back. Feet back, belly forward, belly up, heart forward. Take the fullest breath you can in this position. And then exhale, lower yourself down towards the floor. The other side of the face meets the earth. And then give the hips a little swiggle. From here, we'll just flip over onto the back. So bend into both knees. And can you feel the pelvis grounding down onto the floor? Feel like the low back can scoop down towards the floor as well. And the chin comes in towards the chest just a tiny bit. You could even take your hands to the back of your head and lift it up, tilt the chin so it's the jaws perpendicular with the earth, then put it back down again so that you can feel that the neck is long. Here, draw the left knee in towards your chest and feel like your left hip scoops down and away so it lengthens through the left side of the waist. Here, if it feels okay to you, extend the right leg forward. And then using the right hand to guide the left knee over to the right hand side. As you twist, lift the belly. So draw it to the back of the body. Here, turn the left palm to face up if you haven't already. And if you like, you can turn your head to gaze at the left hand. Exercise patience with this, so that knowing that the left knee doesn't have to reach the floor. You can just hover in a place that lets your low back feel good. Here you can totally stay with this, or if you'd like to see if if you bend your right knee, if your right foot comes close enough to the left hand to grab, then you can go ahead and grab it. But no pressure. Wherever you're at, the left shoulder is yearning down towards the floor. So we're doing that turn again. Stay for one more exhale, and then as you inhale, take the left knee back to face the ceiling. Let go of the right foot if you had it. Come back through the middle so that the soles of the feet both come down towards the floor. And you again feel both sides of the pelvis grounded on the earth. Again, we start by taking the right knee in towards the chest, the right hip going away from the right shoulder. The left leg will reach away from you. And feel that you've still got space along the back of your neck. Here, the left hand comes onto the right knee and guides it over to the left hand side. Again, you can stay exactly hovering in the air. Even put a block underneath your knee if you like. The right hand is reaching out from the right shoulder, and your gaze can come to the right palm facing towards the ceiling. Draw the belly back towards your spine so that your tailbone will drop. Feel like you can create length across the outer hips and the low back. Option to stay here, option to take the right hand to the left foot if it's nearby. It's like wringing yourself out. No matter what you're grabbing, still the right shoulder is peeling back. You're doing this twist of the spine, which allows it to organize itself better, balance between left and right really nicely. Let the inhale take your right knee back towards the ceiling. Both soles of the feet meet the earth, and then let the knees go left and right, and left and right. From here, extend the legs to the outside edges of your mat, palms face up. And here we are. Just one time, let a big breath fill up your body. And as you exhale, use a sigh, a gentle one out the mouth, to let your heels, your pelvis, your skull, your shoulders all sink back down to the earth. We'll emerge gradually out of this winter with respect and patience, but with that very clear momentum out towards the light. As you rest and let your body sink into the floor, be with your breath. Notice how it emanates out from the center of the heart, and how the inner light, through that turn, through the beauty of our practice, can shine even more beautifully out into the world. Allow your breath to slowly deepen again. That's life coming back. Feel how that in-breath fills up the whole body and even ripples across the surface of the skin. Creating fullness and freshness. With every new breath, we are reborn. With every exhale, we leave behind the past. With every inhale, we leap forward into the future. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead. Maybe turn the head left and right. Anything that feels good to start to stretch and unravel after the practice. When you're ready, bend the knees and draw them in towards the chest before rolling over to the side. Use the hands against the earth to press back up to sit. Draw the hands together, close the eyes. We'll take a breath in together. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale once more. Om Shanti. Thank you, my friends. Good job.